shift together here from the D-line. Slot man moves right. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And the slot man goes in motion left. Just beating the play clock. Romo. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
On first down, Romo. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And here's a look at the starting offense. 2nd down following the incompletion.
Get ready. 21.
On 2nd and 10, Romo backing up. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. And for Jacksonville, their defensive starters, the youngster, the rookie out of UCLA, Miles Jack, a guy to watch.
You have to watch him because he can make a big play from just about anywhere on the field. Top 5 talent. Ends up going number 36 because of a knee injury last year at UCLA. They'll use him all over the place for matchup situations, and he will wreak havoc.
Here's Romo. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses, understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
And there you go, Tony Romo to Des Bryant. That often serves as an electrical charge for their offense.
And a warning to the defense, beware.
Yeah, that's the first one of the day. You have to figure there's plenty more to come.
A first down carry by Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's Romo now on 2nd down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On first down, it's Romo. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
On 2nd down, here's Romo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a first down throw, Romo. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Romo. And that's caught by Beasley. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. So opening drive, 3rd down. They go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Offense has been out there a while. This is their 14th play in this series. Now it's Romo. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. To throw on 2nd down is Romo. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They begin with a run by Yeldon. And he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup. And it's good enough for a Jacksonville first.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing. And they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On the counter, it's Yeldon. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
From midfield, here's Bortles. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. 7 yards on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did. They
go back to the ground now with Yeldon. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning. And that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense, hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. That's caught, it's Thomas. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Well, at least they won't take a goose egg into intermission as they do carve out 3 points here in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Yeah, it hasn't really been the greatest of first halves. They've looked out of sync, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But a field goal here at least gives them some momentum as we tick down toward halftime.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Romo, Bryant with a catch right side. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, here's Romo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And on 2nd and 10 now. On 2nd and 10, Romo. He's going to take another shot here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the Cowboys will punt it on 4th down, as on is the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away. And this will be taken at the 13. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jaguars getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. And quickly, they get to the line.
Here we go now. Ace.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
58, Royal.
third and long. It's Bortles. He's going to go up top again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Back to throw. Romo. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drive.
A handoff running left is Yeldon. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
And the D looking like they may blitz.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Over the middle, open is Thomas. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Bortles now on 1st down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now T.J. Yeldon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Play fake here on 1st down. He finds Hearns left side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Yeldon, the lone running back. He'll get the football here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Here we go now.
Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he finds Julius Thomas. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Here's a give to Yeldon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Bortles to throw on 3rd and 1. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They come out here in the eye. They'll go with a big back, Yeldon. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, a 9-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Finding time. And his throw is incomplete. You know, we saw some fun things around the NFL in Week 6. You had a nose tackle, Dontari Poe get into the end zone. Kobe Fleeter, a tight end, ran a sweep into the end zone. Interesting week.
The college game does have an influence on the NFL. Kobe Fleeter, that was a jet sweep that normally you see in the college game more than anywhere else. Dontari Poe, they use him really as like an extra tight end, and he caught a pass. It really became a lateral, and he dove in. How about in Buffalo? Well, I saw option, and we saw direct snap to LaShawn McCoy for touchdowns.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And another reception by Jason Witten, all reliable for Tony Romo. You know what they say, partner? Once you get your first 1,000 catches, it's all gravy after that.
Yeah, one of 2 tight ends. He and Tony Gonzalez in the 1,000-catch club in the tight end department. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Hey, let's go. Get ready.
They go to Elliott again. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Ten yards still left on second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bortles to throw on second down. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Left, 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 left. Ready. Green 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Bortles now on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down. In the red zone this time. Now Bortles throwing on second down. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
To throw is Bortles. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a handoff to Yeldon. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
Left. Ready. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll give Yeldon another crack. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go.
Bortles now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And it's 4th down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And out now come the Cowboys. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On second down, here's Romo surveying the field, escaping the pressure right. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now a first down throw, Romo. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
To throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that brings up fourth down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he unbreaks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.